In this video, I want to talk about two things. First, we have a refresh on the Amex Gold. This isn't a major refresh, but they have added some new benefits and an increased point earning rate in a certain category. We'll tell you all about it and whether the annual fee is increasing or not. And then we also have a new bonus on the Chase Sapphire Reserve to talk about as well. Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. My name is Ben Hedges, aka the Credit Shifu, and on this channel I cover US credit cards, personal finance, and luxury travel. If you like the sound of that, please subscribe, but let's get into it. And this video is brought to you by Frec, but more on that later. Okay, let's talk about the Amex Gold card and this small refresh. So there are three updates that have been made. We have an updated points earning in one category, some changes to the restaurant that you can use the dining credit at, with some being removed and some new ones being added. And then we also have a new car rental status that you now get with this card too. Let's talk about point earning first. Amex has added 5 points per dollar on prepaid hotels booked through Amex Travel. And so this would also apply to any hotel in the hotel collection that the Gold card has access to as well, and any other hotel on Amex Travel too. Now, that is great if you only have the Gold card and not the Platinum. But if you have the Platinum anyway, like I do, you see I got a Gold and a Platinum here, and I think a lot of people also do have the Gold and the Platinum because they work really well together. So if you have both cards, this isn't really anything special since the Platinum already gets 5 points per dollar on prepaid hotels through Amex Travel. But for people who only have the Gold card, this is definitely a plus. The previous rate on prepaid hotels was 2 points per dollar, so this is actually an increase of 150%. Next, let's look at changes to the dining credit. So the Amex Gold has a dining credit that's $120 per year, split into $10 per month. In the past, you would get refunded $10 each month for dining at or ordering takeout through Grubhub, The Cheesecake Factory, Five Guys, Goldbelly, and Wine.com. But they have made some changes that are already live. Goldbelly and Wine.com have left, which, to be honest, it's good because I rated them as the least useful partners. And we have two new partners that have just been added, Buffalo Wild Wings and Wonder. Buffalo Wild Wings requires no introduction, and they literally have restaurants everywhere throughout the country. Wonder is a more healthy option, and it's really concentrated around the Northeast, okay? New York City being like the epicenter, but they have restaurants in New Jersey, Connecticut, even as far as, I think, Virginia. But it's East Coast or Northeast. But the thing I'm pleased about is that Grubhub, which includes Seamless, because they own Seamless. What does Seamless own Grubhub? I don't know. They're the same company anyway. Grubhub has not been touched, and that one partner alone gives you access to almost every restaurant in the country for ordering takeout, since they are pretty much on all apps. Upgraded Points has a nice little list showing you very clearly the partners that are entering, staying the same, and exiting. I'll put that on screen now. And I also like the point that they make at the bottom of this screenshot in this article, talking about how Amex is making the credits easier to use in everyday life. And Buffalo Wild Wings is certainly a really good example of that because it's really easy to use. They have restaurants all across the country, and it's not a super high-end restaurant. Even, people who are rich or poor, you might want to get takeout once a month, no matter what your income level, right? Donald Trump loves KFC, for example, right? So even for rich people, they eat KFC, McDonald's, Buffalo Wild Wings once in a while when they want takeout. All right, let's move on to talking about the new car rental status on the Gold card, and then also the new bonus on the Chase Sapphire Reserve. But first, many investors pay a lot of attention to the returns they've made on stocks, but fail to think about taxes. Selling stocks without a solid tax strategy can really eat into your gains, and that's why I've partnered with Frec. They offer direct indexing with an expense ratio similar to many ETFs, but with tax loss harvesting built in. Tax loss harvesting is when you or your money manager sells an investment at a loss to capture that loss that you can claim on your taxes, but then rebuys another comparable stock or fund immediately to keep you invested and benefiting from gains. This avoids triggering the wash sale rule, which does not allow you to take a tax loss if you rebuy the same security within 30 days before or after the sale. With their classic portfolio, you can choose from 22 different indices to track. Historically, you can harvest up to 40% of your portfolio in tax losses when invested in the S&P 500. If you are someone who has a large amount of the same stock in your portfolio, maybe you worked at a tech company and got stock options and you need a tax-advantaged way to get out of it, Frec's Diversify strategy could be for you. The strategy focuses on tax-efficiently transitioning your concentrated stock into a diverse index. Once fully diversified, you will be invested in a broader range of securities, and Frec can keep generating tax losses for you to use against your capital gains. Go to frec.com/benhedges or click the link below to get started. Schedule a free portfolio analysis with the Frec team or sign up and get $250 when you fund an account. Terms apply. So the Amex Gold has just added a new car rental status, and this is something that you more often see on premium travel cards like the Amex Platinum or the Chase Sapphire Reserve. But you do now get this on Gold, and they're offering Hertz 5-star status. So this is the middle level of Hertz membership, but there are some great advantages. The first one being that you don't have to wait in line with this status. You can simply grab a car and go. You also get free additional drivers. You can pause the video if you like and take a look, and you may even get a vehicle upgrade with this status, but isn't guaranteed. Okay, if you want guaranteed vehicle upgrades, you need to be President's Circle, their higher status. But you can actually get President's Circle, their higher status, by having the Amex Platinum. So like with the new 5X on prepaid hotels, this change doesn't really benefit people who already have both the Gold and the Platinum, like myself, okay? But it does seem that Amex is making the Gold more of a strong standalone card for those that don't have the Platinum as well. So to recap, they've added 5 points per dollar on prepaid hotels through Amex Travel. This only benefits you if you have the Gold, not the Platinum as well. They've added 2 new partners and deleted 2 old ones on the dining credit. Most useful partner, Grubhub, is still there, and this change benefits you no matter whether you have the Platinum as well or just the Gold. And then they've added Hertz 5-star status, which is great if you only have the Gold, but meaningless if you have the Platinum as well, since you get the top status, President's Circle, from the Platinum card. And with these new benefits being added, is the annual fee changing at all, you may ask? And the answer to that is no. The annual fee stays the same at $325 per year. All right, let's now look at the new increased bonus on the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So this popular credit card, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, was refreshed last year, and it was enlarged to be the size of a handbag. Okay, that's just a joke, but anyway, the bonus for some time has been 125,000 points. However, they have been constantly updating the card. They added Hyatt Explorer status if you spend $75,000 in a year on April 1st, and now they have increased the bonus, and that is an increase to 150,000 points, so sending $6,000 in your first 3 months of card membership. So it is a high spend requirement, all right? $2,000 per month. The points guy values Chase points at 2.05 cents a piece. So that's going to be $3,075 in value if you use that valuation. And actually, you can get up to 2.5 cents in value per point booking select properties through the Edit Hotel program. That is a new update that was just launched. So if the stars align, right, and you got this bonus, and there was a hotel in the Edit program that was selected for the 2.5 cents in value per point, right, because it's not all hotels in the Edit that are getting that. It's just selected ones. And that hotel lined up perfectly with your travel plans, then yeah, you could get $3,750 in value out of this bonus. There's a lot of ifs there though, right? But whatever the case, 150,000 Chase points is certainly valuable. And in case you're wondering, the annual fee on this card is $795. It hasn't increased, it stays the same. And there are a large number of credits that some members may be able to claw back the entire amount of the annual fee through, or at least some of the annual fee. Your mileage may vary on that. But anyway, this is a popular card. The bonus is live now if you're interested. Oh, and if you applied on 4/20 or after, okay, 4/20 is April 20th, okay, 4/20. There's an Elon Musk joke in there somewhere. But anyway, if you applied on or after that date, Chase will apparently match the 150,000 bonus for you if you phone up and ask. All right, guys, that is the video for today. Don't forget to check out Frec at frec.com/ben-hedges or in the description below. Schedule a free portfolio analysis with the Frec team or sign up and get $250 when you fund an account. Terms apply. Please subscribe to our channel if you're new. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.